Hello and welcome back. So this is a video to go over our next project about keystone species. So if you weren't here in class the other day when we went over this, hopefully this video will answer all of your questions. So we will go to our teacher's website here. We'll go over to the left-hand side of the page, scroll all the way down until you find the inquiry-based lesson plan, keystone species. Let's click on the introduction here. Maybe. All right, there it goes. So here we have a basic overview on what keystone species are. Be sure to look at this video here. She talks about keystone species and how to identify them and what they are. For this group project, yes, you'll be working in groups. You will be looking into an ecosystem, finding the or a keystone species of that ecosystem and discovering what makes that species so important, what makes it a keystone species, how does that species interact with its environment and other species in that ecosystem, and what would happen to that ecosystem if that species were to be removed. Let's look at the tasks here. Again, you'll be working in groups to discover an ecosystem, find the keystone species of that ecosystem, and figure out what makes it a keystone species and why that species is so important. So once you've done all of your research, you will be creating an infographic on your research. You'll be doing so by going to this website. So we'll click on that and it brings you to pictochart.com. This website is free, very, very easy to use, and helps you with tutorials and templates on creating your infograph. So if you look at the templates page at the top here, it goes over basic templates on how to set up your infograph, and there are tons of ideas and inspirations to create your infograph project. If you need more ideas and inspiration, feel free to click this link for Pinterest. Pinterest has a lot of ideas for you guys. This video here is a tutorial on how to use the website, the Pictochart website. It's very easy. This video is pretty short. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let's look at the processes here again on the left-hand side. At the top here, we have another little example of what a infograph is. So again, kind of repetitive here. You'll be working in groups, discovering a keystone species of an ecosystem of your choosing, and figuring out what makes that species so important. Bullet point number 3 is important because it lists all of the various requirements for your infograph project. You can take a look at my infograph project that I made about Gregor Mendel. Bullet point number 4, take a look at that. You will be emailing me your infograph, and that is how you'll be turning it in. And once all is said and done, we will be doing presentations on our infographics that we make. So let's take a look at the Informational Resources tab here, again to the left-hand side. So, step 1 of your project, you will be doing research. Research means going out and finding new information that does not belong to you. So that means everything that you find pretty much must be cited and include a references page. If it's new information to you, it must be cited. If it's not, you are plagiarizing. Plagiarism is incredibly serious and very important. On a college level, if your professor thinks you're plagiarizing, the college has every right to expel you, no questions asked. So please, be careful. Look at this YouTube video playlist. It has a bunch of videos on how to avoid plagiarism, how to cite and create a reference page properly. So now that you've avoided plagiarism, we can start our research. Here, National Geographic and Nature.com are places that you can start your research. It'll give you ideas of what keystone species are, and it'll give you some examples of keystone species. Here is another link about ecosystems found all over planet Earth. So you can look at the various ecosystems and find an ecosystem that interests you and your group. Down at the bottom of the page here is a video that shows you how to conduct safe, effective, and proper internet research. So let's look at the evaluation page. Here is a rubric that includes all of the requirements and points breakdown for everything. If you have any questions, please let me know. So once you've conducted all of your research and put together your infograph, we will be presenting everything in class. And since you've emailed it to me, I will be putting up your infographics onto this website. I want you guys to be proud of all of the hard work that you've done and show it off. So I'll put it up here so your parents, your friends, other teachers can take a look. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun with this project, and we'll see you in class.